Just gonna ask you about the first conference road trip of the year. What are you looking forward to about this weekend's matchups?
We haven't had a whole lot of road trips, so I
Yeah,
mean, we're just looking forward to getting on the road again and get a chance. You get a little bit more time with the guys and some downtime and that. So looking forward to that. Obviously, tough road trip, two good teams. I know RPI's been in every game, so expectations are their compete level's high. They look like they move well. They got a lot of new pieces in place, kind of like us. So our expectations are, we're looking for that rivalry game on Friday night. Lots of intensity. It's been back and forth here, so we're obviously looking forward to that. And obviously the Union's off to a fantastic start and looked at one of the better players in the country in Mikioni, and so looking forward to the weekend.
I was asking about him too. Is it kind of a pleasant surprise for the league to see that there's a guy like probably leading the nation in scoring right now, coming from the ECAC? I haven't looked at all the stats, but I would imagine he's got to be, you know,
Well, I think he was National Player of the Month, right?
yeah.
So I think from that perspective, I think he obviously, he probably didn't meet his standards as his own standards and probably Union standards for his points for what he'd done so far in his career. And it was maybe a frustrating year from last year. He's certainly making up for lost time right now
Oh, yeah.
with the way it looks like in the box scores.
And that's just too, as far as I talked about the young forwards last week. I was asking about some of the young D this week. I was just wondering in general, what have you liked so far? It seemed like these guys have been able to contribute, and
Oh, the big thing about with Greg and obviously with Jordan and Shane and they're coming through the door and they've been thrown into the fire. We've had from guys coming out of the summer hurt to injuries to graduation. So they probably played minutes and big minutes and expectations are high for them right off the bat and kind of thrust into it. So no better way to go. Just throw them in the water and see if they can swim. Right? It seems to be your motto. But both of them seem to be ready defensively, good size. We've been happy with their maturity level. But like I said, they've been thrown in there in some key situations early in their career. So it's kudos to them.
I've noticed early in the season Jordan's going to become like a team defender. Like if somebody gets what he thinks is cheap shot, he'll go out there and stick up for them. Last Saturday he did a good job of not getting a penalty for it. Was that something you like to see from a freshman too? That he's.
Yeah, he's got some toughness to him. Obviously, we like that ingredient, and he's been the leader where he's been in the past. So obviously, he's got that protect mentality for his teammates, which is always a great quality to have. For him, I think it was the lesson learned there was he took one earlier to stick it up on a guy in the previous game, but at that point in time in the game we were down, so I think he used the hockey smarts there not to take a penalty, put us down. We're going to a power play and a chance to get back in that game. So I thought it was a good hockey play by
I was
him.
going to ask you, just being a freshman, what have you liked so far about your first month or so of college hockey?
There's a lot to like. Style of play is definitely up there. The guys have been great to me. The coaching staff's been phenomenal, and just the community in general has been. The atmosphere has been phenomenal to play in.
What's been like maybe the biggest thing you've had to adjust to so far to do well at this level compared to like junior hockey and stuff?
I think the skill and the speed of the play is definitely a lot faster, and the guys that are a lot more skilled. They're shifty in the corners. They got some skilled forwards on every team, so I think that's kind of been the main change.
As far as veterans too, I was just curious, if any of the, which of the older guys have maybe played a big role so far in helping you kind of adapt to, being a defenseman at this level. Have any of the veterans, giving you help or pointers or anything like that, or?
Yes, I mean they've all been very helpful. We have a pretty strong defensive core, I feel. So the main thing I've been looking for is just watching some of the older guys on the ice, kind of seeing what they do in different situations, kind of learn off that.
I was going to ask you obviously about the goal you scored last week. I was wondering, did you have an idea at the time that was going to go in the net, or were you just trying to bank it off the boards and get it out of the zone kind of thing? Or,
Yeah, I had no idea. I was just trying to get past that defenseman on the wall there, and crowd started cheering, and then from there, I just kind of saw it go in.
Is that kind of a neat way though to get? Usually, I ask a guy if he might be a little disappointed not to have a goalie in for his first goal, but since you did it like that, did that make up for kind of being an empty netter?
Yeah, I guess so. It was definitely fun to get that extra goal, and then our team gave our team a little breathing room in that last minute there, which was really good.
Just wanted to ask overall, have you liked your first month or so of college hockey? What's it been like?
I've loved it so far. Like especially our class, we're really close already, and just coming to the rink every day. Love playing for the coaches here and playing for my teammates, and it's been an awesome experience so far.
What's been like the biggest thing you've had to adjust to play at this level so far that you've noticed, or
I think the depth of every team. Every team's got four lines that can play, and you just got to come every day ready to work and work your hardest. So there's no off days here.
I was curious too, like how would you kind of describe your style of play? Like what kind of defenseman would you say you are, or or what do you like to do?
Yeah, I think I'm a shutdown defenseman. I make a good first pass, but I think primarily I focus on shutting opposing teams down and I like to play physical as well, make a good first pass, and I think I got a pretty good shot from the blue line as well.
Yeah, I was curious too. Were you surprised to get a goal as quickly as you did in your career?
I wasn't necessarily surprised.
Yeah.
I was obviously happy about it to kind of get it off my back as early as I did. But yeah, that was a good weekend for us. So we're just focusing on winning here and get things turned around a bit.
Yeah, one thing I was asking about too, obviously, was you have the interesting background of having a dad who played in the NHL. I was wondering what's that like when you're a kid growing up. Is that something that's ever like maybe pressure at you at all, or is it something you like? Or
no pressure, just growing around the game. Like I played it from an early age, and just kind of seeing what it takes to play at a high level, and kind of take some of those things and put them in my own everyday life on and off the ice, just with the work ethic and everything like that. So it's definitely, I think, been a bit of an advantage for me, and yeah, it's been good.
I was curious. Obviously, I don't know how much you get to see him play when you were younger, but do you have any similarities as a player to what he does, or are you different, or
I think he had a pretty good shot, and I think I have one as well. And then he was a little more smaller guy, so he was a little more offensive than I was. I'm a bit more of a defensive guy, but I think he was underrated a bit for his physical play. I think that's something that I bring to the game, and that's something that I thrive off of. So.
I guess I'll ask you kind of a tough question at the end. I was just curious because obviously, living in the United States so much, do you consider yourself more of like an American, or you still consider yourself a Canadian, or
Well, I've lived in Canada for longer, so I gotta go with Canada. I think the coaches would be mad if I said American.
Then do you have dual though? Like,
I'm a dual citizen.
Yeah, I was just curious. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks.